Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the Lions this offseason, you already know that the team is riding high after a phenomenal 2024 season. They finished with an impressive 15 wins, topped the NFC, and looked poised to make another deep playoff run. The energy around Detroit is electric, fans are dreaming big, and the team's management is clearly determined to keep this momentum going. But as always in the NFL, no season is without its hurdles. And for the Lions, that hurdle came early during the preseason, with some significant injuries that could challenge their depth and overall competitiveness in 2025. You see, one of the biggest concerns heading into the season was the cornerback position. It's always a critical spot, especially in today's pass-heavy NFL, and the Lions knew they needed to bolster that area. During the Hall of Fame game, the first glimpse of the season's squad, it became clear that their defensive backfield had some vulnerabilities. Sure, the top players like DJ Reed and Rock Ya-Sin are solid, but the depth behind them was already a concern. And then, tragedy struck with the injury to Anis Rakestraw, who suffered a shoulder injury in practice. At that point, everyone knew it wasn't just a minor setback. Rakestraw needed season-ending surgery, which leaves the Lions in a tricky spot with their cornerback depth. That's where the story gets interesting. The Lions had to act quickly in the free agent market. The solution? They turned to a player who can bring both experience and youth, Asante Samuel Jr., a name that's been circulating among NFL insiders for quite some time. And why wouldn't they? Samuel Jr., just 25 years old, is coming off his own season-ending shoulder injury, but reports suggest that he's now fully recovered. It's a bit of a calculated risk, but one that could pay off handsomely. Samuel Jr. has already proven his NFL chops with solid performances in his previous seasons, and he's the kind of player who can seamlessly fit into Dan Campbell's aggressive, high-energy defense. Imagine the impact of adding Samuel Jr. to the Lions' secondary. Not only does he bring talent, but he also brings a fiery attitude that aligns perfectly with the team's culture. You see, Detroit's defense under Dan Campbell is all about intensity, hustle, and relentless pursuit of the football. Samuel Jr. plays with that same kind of energy, which makes him an ideal fit in that locker room. And let's not forget, at just 25 years old, he's still in the prime of his career, with plenty of room to grow and develop within Detroit's defensive scheme. Now, some of you might be wondering, why is Samuel Jr. still a free agent if he's so talented? Well, the answer is largely due to his shoulder injury early last season. But the good news is that he's likely fully recovered now, and NFL teams are well aware of his talent and potential. The Lions, in particular, are betting on his health and playmaking ability to fill a critical gap in their defense. With Rakestraw out for the season, the Lions' cornerback room was looking thin. After DJ Reed and Rock Ya-Sin, the depth chart was a bit shaky, with players like Terrion Arnold, Tyson Russell, and DiCaprio Bootle trying to step up. Adding Samuel Jr. would give Detroit a seasoned player who can immediately contribute and elevate the entire secondary. And it's not just about filling a hole, it's about strategic positioning. The Lions are aware that divisional rivals like the Minnesota Vikings are also eyeing Samuel Jr., and reports have linked him to the Vikings in recent weeks. This adds a layer of intrigue, a chess move by Detroit to secure a player who could be a game-changer for their defense, while simultaneously preventing a division rival from strengthening theirs. It's classic NFL offseason strategy, addressing a weakness while denying it to your opponents. Let's take a moment to appreciate what this means in the broader context of the Lions' season. Detroit's offense is already a powerhouse with Jared Goff leading the charge, and their offensive line has been bolstered through the offseason. But defense wins championships, and in today's NFL, a strong secondary can be the difference maker in close games, especially when it comes to defending against top-tier quarterbacks and explosive passing attacks. The addition of Samuel Jr. would significantly improve their pass defense, which was a concern during the preseason. The Lions want to be a complete team, and shoring up their secondary is a crucial step toward achieving that goal. Looking at the bigger picture, Detroit's management has shown that they're not afraid to make bold moves. They're willing to take calculated risks to ensure their team remains competitive. The signing of Samuel Jr., if it happens, would be a statement to the rest of the league that the Lions are serious contenders and that they're willing to do whatever it takes to maintain their edge. Plus, with the division tightening and other teams like the Vikings looking to improve, Detroit understands that every advantage counts. It's also worth noting that Samuel Jr. has a history of playing with intensity and passion. That's exactly the kind of mentality that Dan Campbell fosters in his players. Campbell's coaching style is all about grit, resilience, and playing through adversity. Bringing in a player like Samuel Jr. would inject even more fire into that locker room, inspiring the younger players and reinforcing the team's identity as a relentless, no-nonsense squad. Now, fans might be curious about the timeline. When could this move happen? Well, NFL free agency heats up in the coming weeks, especially before the start of the regular season. The Lions are likely to work quickly to finalize the deal if they see Samuel Jr. as the perfect fit. The goal is to have him integrated into the defense well before the season kicks off, so he can build chemistry with his teammates and be ready for the demanding schedule ahead. The Lions' front office has always been strategic, and this move would fit perfectly into their plan of building a well-rounded, championship-caliber team. They've already shown they're not afraid to make bold decisions, and adding a talented, experienced cornerback like Samuel Jr. would be another example of their commitment to excellence. For fans, it's an exciting development, a sign that Detroit is serious about taking the next step and competing at the highest level once again. Looking ahead, the NFC North is shaping up to be one of the most competitive divisions in the league. With the Packers, Vikings, Bears, and now the Lions all making moves to improve their rosters, every game will count even more this season. The Lions are aiming to solidify their defense and maintain their offensive momentum, and acquiring someone like Samuel Jr. would be a major piece of that puzzle. So, as we await official confirmation, it's clear that Detroit is making strategic moves to secure their future success. The signing of Asante Samuel Jr. could very well be the move that pushes the Lions over the top, helping them not just to compete again, but to dominate and chase that elusive Super Bowl trophy. The energy in Detroit is contagious, and fans are already dreaming big. A championship is within reach, and this move could be a key part of that journey. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Samuel Jr. is the perfect addition to shore up that secondary? Are you excited about the potential impact he can have? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions as a whole. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. We're in for an exciting season, and every move, every game counts in this quest for greatness. Keep the passion alive, and let's keep supporting our Lions all the way to the top.